Hi folks, Nick here from the Main Street Talk podcast. Are you thinking about your next Disney vacation? I can help you plan that vacation at no extra cost to you. As a travel genie at Genie Travel Company, I keep an eye out for the latest and best Disney promotions and then apply them so you get the most value for your vacation. Contact me at nick.garcia@genietravelco.com. And if you enjoy our podcast, please give us a rating in your player. Enjoy this week's show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the Main Street Talk podcast, your go-to podcast for all things Walt Disney World related, all the news and updates and tips and tricks. I'm your host, Nick, and as always with me is Joni.
Hello, everyone.
Today is Sunday, April 5th, so everything's current as of today, and
Happy spring.
Happy Easter.
Actually, that was last week.
Yeah.
I should have said happy spring, but yeah, happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody. If you're in Disney, I'm hoping you're managing the crowds. Easter's always right in the middle of spring break, and just every holiday is busy there. So
I'm just hoping everyone's seeking out all the hidden Easter eggs in Disney.
That's true. Yeah.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. All the hidden Mickeys. I saw a picture of a hidden Mickey I'd never seen before.
Oh, I'm sure there's hundreds of them.
Yeah. But this one's kind of obvious. I'll have to point it out to you. I'm not going to tell you where.
Oh.
I'm going to point it out to you next time.
They're no fun.
Next time we're there.
Okay.
It's at a resort.
Are you going to forget?
No.
Is it the one you're talking about, the nails that the construction people put up? Because you've already mentioned that one.
No, same resort though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty obvious, but yeah, it is kind of hidden. But anyways, Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
I think we're ready to get into the show.
Yes.
All right, before we start, I just want to mention I am available to book cruises as well. And Disney did drop a big promotion. I'm going to go through a couple of things they dropped this week before we get into the park news. This surprised me. They announced for the summer they're having tickets, specially priced tickets, after 2 p.m. So you can enter the park after 2 p.m. You can buy a 2 or 3 day ticket. They're date-based, so there's no park reservations required. These tickets are going to be available from May 26th to July 29th. The 2-day ticket must be used within 4 days of the selected start day, and the 3-day ticket must be used within 5 days. So that's pretty cool. They have some discounted tickets to enter the parks after 2 p.m. Also, the bigger one they dropped, this has been a popular promotion, and it's back because I think everybody loves this one, is for the Disney Plus subscribers. This offer is valid most nights from June 21st to August 15th. The resorts include All-Star Sports, Art of Animation Cars Family Suite, Port Orleans, Riverside, Disney Saratoga Springs, and Animal Kingdom Lodge Savannah View Room. Pretty good discounts on these. I was toying around with those, and I've been posting samples in the tips and trick page. So if you're interested, contact me and we can get that all set up for you. Okay, on to park news. Start at Magic Kingdom as we always do. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin has an official opening date of April 8th. But they have had soft openings. People have been able to ride it since March 30th.
Oh, wow.
Very unexpected, yeah.
Okay.
It's
not untypical for them to do that.
No, they do it a lot, but it's pretty early, though.
Yeah.
Over a week in advance. And one of our favorites has been removed from the lineup of early entry attractions. This is Mickey's PhilharMagic. No reason why they removed it from early entry, but it is no longer available for early entry. We always do that later in the day anyways, though.
Yeah.
And court documents.
Yeah, once it gets hotter, it's raining.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, once it starts getting hot, go to those indoor attractions. Court documents during the lawsuit Disney was involved with the state of Florida have surfaced that Disney was exploring putting 2 hotels inside the Magic Kingdom as recently as 2024. So they were definitely going to be in the area, and both of them were somehow going to be attached to the park. Yes, attached to Magic Kingdom. Yeah, that came out in some court documents.
So,
no reason why they scrapped it. No reason on anything, but it was a thought, and it was talked about.
Wow, could you imagine the cost of those? I wonder if they would do those as Disney's version of timeshare, if they were open that up.
DVCs?
Yeah, DVC area as well.
I don't know. You could get a pretty penny for those rooms.
I think Alani's expensive.
Yeah.
That would be outrageous to have that.
That's it for Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
I have some DVC news later that is long overdue, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
Hollywood Studios. Rockin' Roller Coaster guitar repainting is to start soon as they have been prepping that. And it appears that it's getting ready to be repainted.
Okay.
Over to the Muppets team.
Uh-huh.
And Walt Disney Imagineering is preparing to install new sets at the Magic of Disney Animation at Hollywood Studios. This is the newer version of the old attraction that's set to open this summer. And Walt Disney Imagineering filed 4 permits this week to install set elements at various locations in the former Muppets courtyard, soon to be Monsters Inc. Land Monstropolis. And Sci-Fi Diner has expanded their menu. I believe this went into effect April 1st. It now includes wings, ravioli, and a few other items. So it's not just your burgers and what they had before. Now they have expanded that. That's it for Hollywood Studios. At Animal Kingdom, the first foundation has been poured for the Indiana Jones attraction entrance. So they're moving pretty quick on that.
Hey, I have a question on the Indiana Jones attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I know we had said previously in another episode that there was the ball had come off of the track and a cast member had actually put himself in the way to protect the audience.
Yeah.
And so is that, and that was being removed from the skit at that time.
Right.
Is that back? Do we know?
You know what? I don't know. I have not read that it has returned or if it was permanently. I know they had to reevaluate what happened. Sure. Obviously, they're going to take that out while they reevaluate. I don't know. That's a good question. I'll find that out. We'll get back. Okay. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
But this foundation was for the Indiana Jones that's replacing Dino.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that. But
okay.
When you said Indiana, it just made me think of that previous
That's a good question.
Occurrence that happened.
All right. That is it for park news. We got a bit of miscellaneous news, though. Walt Disney World announced the return of VI Passholder Summer Days in 2026, which allows annual pass holders can enjoy a variety of special perks. This will be available from May 1st through July 31st, and Disney teased new pass holder merchandise, exclusive food and beverage items, special discounts, and a new magnet. So if you're a pass holder, look forward to that. And I didn't mention this just because, we kind of stick to Disney World, but they're over in Disneyland Paris, they introduced a walking, talking Olaf animatronic.
Oh.
It's very popular, as you can imagine.
I'm sure.
It is going to be in the U.S. theme parks and on Disney Cruise Line eventually. No timeline, but it's so popular that it's coming to the U.S. parks. And Jelly Rolls, the dueling piano bar or club that was at the boardwalk that closed down, has officially announced they are opening their location in Orlando. It's going to be about 10 minutes from the boardwalk. So they always said that they were going to relocate. They just didn't know when or where, but that is in the process. It is under construction.
Huh.
And a notice on the Mears website. Mears is kind of the replacement of Magical Express. They take you to your Disney resorts for a fee. It's not free. They have indicated that a 3% fuel charge will now be added to all reservations until further notice.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, gas prices are spiking.
It always comes down and affects the consumers in one way or another.
All right, this is what I was talking about with DVC. I was very happy to read this.
Spill it.
DVC renting, not members renting out when they can't use a point, but people that buy contracts for a business that commercially rent them. DVC has said the last
I thought they were halting
year or so, they are starting to crack down on this because members are getting very furious.
Yeah, sure.
The reason why members get mad, and I'll tell you our experience, is we own an Animal Kingdom Lodge. There are value rooms there that
get eaten up very quickly.
Very quickly. In the 2 years that we have been members, I think I've never seen a cluster of nights available together. I've seen one or two here or there.
Yes, very
it's because
sporadic.
Commercial renters eat them up. And so this is what DVC said late last year. They're figuring this out. So they have made a statement this last week that some of the things they're doing to prevent this. Now, DVC will start to flag these types of reservations, booking multiple overlapping reservations, creating more than 20 reservations in a 12-month period, which are not used personally.
Yes.
Engaging in marketing and promotional activity while on property, and selling the majority of points to others rather than using them personally, obviously. There will be, if they feel that you have violated these, there's going to be consequences.
They couldn't they discontinue that contract?
This is what their statement said. These penalties may include blocking reservation modifications, canceling future reservations, disallowing the borrowing, banking, or transfer of points, halting member benefits, limiting reservations to only apply to the member or only apply to their home resort.
So in other words, for those folks that have done this and purchased many contracts with the intention of making it a side hustle,
Yep.
probably in their best interest, if they cannot use all those points, is to sell some of those contracts.
Sell the contract back.
Get some of your money, because you're going to get caught and you're going to lose it one way or another.
They're starting to flag.
So get some money out of it. This is
good news for members. Now, keep in mind, this does not apply to members that if you can't go in next year, you can rent your points out.
Well, we come back to the 20 reservations a year. I mean, there's no way.
They're getting commercial renters.
Yes.
This is a long time coming, and I'm very happy that something is being done at least.
Well, and I agree. I mean, somebody should not use that as an income.
Yeah. And like I said, going back to the Animal Kingdom value rooms is where I have seen it most. You can go on a rental site and they're available on the rental site, because somebody has those and they're renting them out. So not to say anything bad against the rental sites, because members like ourselves, if we can't use them, they're going to use those rental sites.
Well, and hopefully that they'll have some sort of insight on those rental places that they can, I mean, I'm sure they know, even some of these people that have purchased multiple contracts by name, probably because they do it continuously as an income. And maybe hopefully they're notifying them and letting them know. Well, yeah, because I would think that even the rental company that's assisting these types of negotiations, that they could even be subject to some consequences.
Yeah, they did not say that, but
I think that's probably in the future coming then.
So just be aware of that if you or somebody that commercially rents. Okay, let's move on. We can do a whole show on that.
Yeah.
TSA PreCheck touchless ID is coming to the Orlando International Airport this spring.
Okay.
And roller coaster support columns were spotted in the backstage area near EPCOT. This was seen on the Skyliner. You can see down, you can see different staging areas and stuff. Roller coaster support beams, likely for the Monsters, Inc. roller coaster. So stuff is starting to come in.
Be welded and cemented.
Stuff's coming together. They just need to build the building first. All right, on to resorts. At All-Star Sports, one of the Disney Plus promotion properties, upgraded lounge chairs have arrived for the pool refurbishment. It is still under refurbishment until April. Don't know what the date is, but they have some new lounge chairs.
Okay.
And the walkway to Beach Club Villas is temporarily closed during the refurbishment. Looks like they're doing some siding and some roofing. So there's a walkway that's closed. Just be aware of that. All right, that's all I have.
Okay.
For news.
Okie doke. I'm going to talk about
Spotlight on Attraction.
We're going to go to the Sea Turtle Disney Animals within the pavilion. We've been talking about the Disney animals. Last week, the reef fish and the coral reefs. Today, sea turtles, and these can be viewed from both levels of the pavilion, with level 2 considered the primary to see feedings, which generally occur at 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. This level also gives you access to researchers and a panoramic view. Level 1 is the sea base level, and that allows for ground level views, access to Turtle Talk with Crush, and Bruce's Shark World, as well as the Coral Reef Restaurant, where when you have a reservation there, you can actually potentially have sea turtles swim past your table.
Nice.
Yeah, how cool is that? We've not experienced that, but I saw that and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. You'd have to stay many, many days to eat everywhere in Disney. So recent changes of the restaurant hours, though, have been implemented. As of January 2026, they have halted their lunch service, and which that is now permanently closed. And the dinner hours are from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. With reservations are not strictly required, but highly recommended, especially with the lunchtime being stopped. It has increased their dinner occupancy. So they do recommend an RSVP for that. Watch these graceful gliding marine animals as they totally crush it in their aquarium.
I like it. I like it.
So it opened at Walt Disney World January 15th, 1986. And in the wild, we're going to talk a little bit about how they live in the wild versus at the Disney area. In the wild, the sea turtles live in warm oceans around the world. They find food on shallow seagrass and coral reefs and in the open ocean, but sea turtles can and do migrate long distances between their feeding grounds and their nesting beaches where females return to lay eggs. At their Disney home away from home, they enjoy custom diets and an expansive habitat. They share the 5.7 million gallon saltwater tank with other animals and utilize the Disney-made coral reefs as a place to swim, explore, hide, rest, and interact with other species, just as they would in the wild. I did not know this until researching this, because I'm not a turtle fanatic, and I just thought all sea turtles were all sea turtles, but there's different types of sea turtles.
Different species?
Yes. So the green sea turtles consume a vegetable diet of about 20 pounds of lettuce and cabbage each day. They get their name because of the color of the fat under their shells. And since they eat so much seagrass in the wild, therefore their fat is green. Loggerhead turtles are carnivores, so their daily diet includes squid and herring, along with a specially formulated sea turtle vitamin. Positive training techniques are used to encourage desired behaviors to assist the animals in caring, to make sure that they're healthy when they're coming out, make sure there's no, damages to any fins or, extremities or whatnot, and make sure they're looking like they're good weights. So when they're signaled, they come to the surface to feed, whereas this visual inspection is done to address any potential hazards that they may be having. The Disney Conservation Fund is working hard to reduce the threats to sea turtles and has helped nonprofit organizations protect these animals globally by increasing public awareness of threats, monitoring sea turtles populations, and restoring marine habitat and beach nesting areas. So 6 of the world's 7 sea turtle species are found in the U.S. waters. All 6 are under protective or, are involved under the Endangered Species Act.
Good.
And international treaties. So this is kind of sad, but historically, this is why they're in the endangered, because historically harvests of sea turtles for their shells, meat, and eggs have caused the population to decline. Other threats include accidental boat strikes, entanglement in the nets and lines of commercial fishing boats, water pollution from oil spills and fertilizer runoff, discarded balloons, and plastic that turtles, they mistake it for food, so they ingest it, and coastal habitat destruction from seawalls and beach development. So I didn't put it in here, but I just talked to you about the real live crush, Little Crush. So there was a turtle that was a green turtle that was rescued and habitated or rehabbed at the Disney Conservation. And they had found 70 different foreign objects.
That's crazy.
Within this turtle. So
it had ingested.
It had ingested 70 different foreign objects. They were able to retrieve all of those, get the little guy rehabbed, and sent him back on his way. But that is just insane.
Yeah, it's very sad, very concerning.
So newly hatched sea turtles face additional obstacles like sandcastles, beach furniture, and trash left behind on the beach, which blocks their path and from their nest to the sea. So you wouldn't think that the innocence of building a sandcastle.
I never thought about that.
But they can't get up it, and they don't really know where to go. They're just following their. Additionally, lights from nearby buildings. So even our hotels that are, in the distance, the turtles will go toward the light instead of the water. So they're ultimately going the opposite direction. Yeah. So Disney's Animal Science and Environment team has nursed more than 300 endangered sea turtles back to health and returned them to the sea. The Seas with Nemo and Friends acts as a rehab center for local sea turtles injured by boat strikes, entanglement, or illness. Once recovered, they're released back into the water, often donning a satellite transmitter that allows scientists to track their movements and to help better understand what their conservation needs might be. And this is another interesting thing that I brought up to you today, and you already knew about it. Disney's Vero Beach Resort is a special place for nesting sea turtles and for the conservation science, protection, and outreach needed to ensure their survival. So let's say again, how far is that away from Disney World?
I'm not sure. I want to say 2 hours-ish from Orlando, Vero Beaches. They have a DVC resort there. Okay. So I'm sure that, all the people that are staying there are very much aware. They might even have it roped off for hatchlings to be, the eggs to be laid so they don't get stepped on or blocked in by sandcastles or chairs or anything like that.
So the Disney Conservation Team collaborates with state and local organizations to monitor nest counts, hatching production, studies solutions and threats, and develop innovative protection methods. So kudos to the Conservation Club, the Disney's Conservation Fund,
absolutely,
for helping do this. So, okay, that's what I have on that.
Okay, thank you,
Our
Joni.
beloved sea turtles.
That's a lot of good information.
Yeah. Every time I see it, they're just so, I don't know, they're so massive, some of them.
Yeah, they're pretty animals.
And I like watching them from the level 1 and level 2, but I think the level 1, I think, is the best spot to see them because you get to see them coming in and out of the corals.
Yeah, they're very graceful.
Yeah. And they like to hang out with the stingrays, which we'll talk about, in a couple more episodes down the road. But yeah, I like them a lot.
Okay,
So
thanks,
that's what I
Joni.
got. Yep.
We're going to This Week in Disney History. April 11th, 1925, 101 years ago. That's crazy. Before the mouse, before the millions, there was a simple wedding. Roy O. Disney married Edna Francis at their Uncle Robert's house in Los Angeles. Walt was the cameraman, filming the start of the partnership that would keep the company's books balanced for decades. April 10th, 1964, Walt Disney arrived in New York City on this day. He wasn't there for a vacation. He was there to personally oversee the installation of his 4 exhibits for the New York's World's Fair, including It's a Small World and Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln.
Okay.
April 5th, 1965, it was a truly superfragilistic night at the Academy Awards. Julie Andrews won the Oscar for Best Actress for her debut film role in Mary Poppins. During her speech, she famously thanked Mr. Walt Disney for making it possible.
Absolutely love Mary Poppins.
I like Mary Poppins too.
That song just gets me upbeat. Makes me want to slap my knee and stuff. Yeah.
And April 8th, 1974, Walt Disney World opened Treasure Island in the middle of Bay Lake. It was an 11-acre retreat for birdwatching and tropical exploration. You might know it by its better name it took on a few years later, Discovery Island. And that remained until 1999. April 7th, 1995, was the premiere of a Goofy movie. It proved that Max Goof had just as much heart as his dad and gave us Powerline arguably the greatest fictional pop star of the decade. And April 11th, 2003.
Wow, that's a pretty big accomplishment.
The Disneyland Resort in California underwent Pooh-phoria transformation as the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh officially opened in Critter County. April 7th, 2006, Disney's Animal Kingdom reached new heights. The park held the grand opening for Expedition Everest. It was the most expensive roller coaster in the world at that time and gave us the legendary Yeti.
Yes. What a great roller coaster.
I love it, especially at night.
Yeah.
We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
That's the one we went on, and there was no, I don't know how we got so lucky, but I think we rode it 3 or 4 times in a row.
Did.
We literally got off and got right back in.
Yep.
It was
posted 5-minute wait, but it was a walk-on.
Yeah. So however much time the ride actually was our only waiting because we literally got right back on. What a great day.
And April 5th, 2008, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror had its grand opening at Disneyland Paris in the Walt Disney Studios Park. So that is it for This Week in Disney History.
Okay.
Let's go on to Movie of the Week. I like this movie a lot.
Yeah, I
had not seen it in a long time.
It's been a minute. It was a long movie. We are talking about the 1954 rated G 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So this was first appearance of December 23, 1954 in the USA. 2 hours and 7 minutes. Budget, this is insane. Budget, approximately $5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Box office was approximately $28.2 million worldwide.
Very popular movie.
Huge. Yeah. Absolutely huge. Director Richard Fleischer, producer Walt Disney, screenplay Earl Felton, cinematography Franz Planner. I don't know if it's Planner or Planner. It's one N. And music by Paul Smith. It's based on the Jules Verne 1870 novel of the same name. And the story follows a group of men who set out to investigate mysterious attacks at sea believed to be caused by a strange and powerful creature. During their journey, they encounter a brilliant and mysterious captain and his advanced submarine, which opens the door to an extraordinary underwater world. As they travel beneath the ocean's surface, they experience breathtaking sights, dangers, and growing tensions as secrets about their host and his mission begin to surface. It's a mix of science fiction, exploration, and adventure, known for its imaginative setting, groundbreaking special effects for its time, and memorable scenes of mystery. There are some follow-up movies. There is the 1961 Mysterious Island, 1969 Captain Nemo and the Underwater City, 1978 The Return of Captain Nemo, 2012 was Journey to the Mysterious Island, and the latest was the 2025 movie titled Nautilus. Its early 1954 version of the movie won Academy Awards for visual effects and best production design. It won the USA National Board of Review for Top 10 Film. In 2020, it won the Online Film and Television Association for Motion Picture. 2003 won the Rondo Statuette for Best Classic DVD. And in addition to its multiple wins, it also had 3 additional nominations, which I will not mention. It was the first major live-action film from Walt Disney Productions and helped prove that Disney could succeed beyond animation. The famous giant squid sequence became iconic and was groundbreaking in practical effects, far more intense than earlier attempts at the scene. The submarine, called the Nautilus, is considered one of the most memorable vehicle designs in film history and has influenced sci-fi ever since. Many underwater and lagoon scenes were filmed in Jamaica, which was chosen for its clear waters and natural beauty, with additional ocean scenes shot near the Bahamas. The interior and controlled water tank scenes were filmed at Walt Disney Studios, where large sets and special effects could be carefully managed. So, Kirk Douglas is in this, by the way.
Kirk Douglas, yep.
I think you enjoyed it more than I did.
I love the movie.
Not that I didn't. I just think it was a little long, and it was just...
a bit long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were moments, I wasn't displeased, but it wasn't
It didn't wow you.
No, it didn't wow me.
Yeah, I've
Now give me some Mary Poppins. I'll sit and just...
I think I like it just because I watched it as a kid, and I really enjoyed it then, and the squid scene. And we actually, the 20,000 The Leagues Under the Sea ride that used to be at Disney World, we YouTubed a video of that. I mean, the recording was pretty rough, obviously.
Yeah.
It was an old recording. But it was pretty cool how the Imagineers, like when you dove, when, the guy on the speaker or the guide or whoever, whatever you call him, would say, okay, we're diving deeper, or whatever they said, and the bubbles would come to the side like you were diving. Just typical Imagineer. They think of everything. And I believe that's where Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is now. I think that's where the ride was. But yeah, I like the movie.
Well, when they did have the squid scene, it just kept flapping its tentacles around, and I was like, oh, come on. When are you going to grab a hold of somebody and make it more real? And then all of a sudden it started grabbing a hold of I was like, okay, here we are. You got my attention now.
All right, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It's not a bad movie. I mean, obviously it's not a bad movie. 28.2 million worldwide
popular,
on a box office.
Yep.
So.
All right, thanks, Joni.
Yep, you bet.
On to this week's tip or trick. I'm going to be talking a little bit about Disney's Wi-Fi. Disney's Wi-Fi it's pretty good. It can be spotty in the parks. I don't use it when I'm in the parks. I use my cellular data. I just find it more reliable. And we're in an age where we're trying to book lightning lanes competitively while you're in the parks.
Yeah. You don't want it dropped. You don't want to lose it.
Yes. And Disney's Wi-Fi, with that many people there on it, can be congested, very congested. Now, your cellular data is built for congestion. They built those with congestion in mind. So it's fine at the resorts. There's no virtual queues anymore, so don't got to worry about that. Currently, there's no virtual queues. Even when I'm at the resorts, I'll get on their Wi-Fi when I'm at the resort, not doing anything. But when we used to book virtual queues, I would get off the Wi-Fi and use my cellular data. Just, toy around with it. We did have to get on, funny story, we had to get on the Wi-Fi. Joni was recording a show at Hollywood Studios. I think it was the Beauty and the Beast show. And her phone ran out of storage. So She's like, what are we going to do? They had zero storage on her phone for any future pictures. So we had to get on the Wi-Fi and back up all her data to the cloud so we could delete some stuff to make some storage on her phone.
That's right.
It worked great for that.
Yeah.
It took a while,
yeah,
but it worked.
And now Nick makes me do it every single time before we go on vacation.
Before we go on a trip, we got to clear her phone. So.
I'm the videographer and the photographer.
So just something to think about. Test it out.
I think I've pretty much got videos and pictures of everything that from here on out, I'm just going to be in the moment.
Be in the moment.
You know, I mean, I am in the moment because I have my phone down. I'm not looking through
You're
my
not
phone when I'm doing it. I just have a very steady hand and I hold it very still, but I still visualize with my eyeballs.
So yeah, Disney Wi-Fi can be congested. Test it out before you rely on it and use that cellular data. That's what I do. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this week's show. Our website is mainstreettalkpod.com. The Facebook page is Main Street Talk. Facebook group, Disney World Tips and Tricks. Our Instagram is Main Street Talk Podcast. We are on YouTube, audio only. There's no video. And contact me for any Disney or cruise vacations. nick.garcia@genietravelco.com. We are affiliates of the Magic Candle Company, which they make very, very lifelike sense of attractions and resorts. Link is on our website. Use the code Main Street Talk at checkout for 15% off.
Yeah, you might have to use a little bit of discernment on, deciphering which scent is what, because for copyright reasons, they can't name it after the specific. But once you start reading the titles of it, the names of them, it'll piece together what it's supposed to be.
For example, Animal Kingdom Lodge is called African Lodge. Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yes. So and don't go in looking specifically for...
Yeah, don't type in Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah. You're not going to get it.
Yeah.
But I think it's called Pirates Life, I believe.
Just go on the
website.
And
they have not only Disney, they have Universal scents too. Yes. So, all right, well, we will be back next week with more tips and tricks and the latest park news and another movie.
Yes.
And more animal life. Right?
Yes. Yes, we're almost there.
So everybody enjoy your Easter. Have a good week, and we will talk to you real soon.
Bye, everyone.